Nobody's going to tell you this. Not your university, not your manager, not that career coach with the motivational quotes on their LinkedIn. Because honestly, if everyone knew this stuff, it wouldn't be an advantage anymore. These are 5 skills that most people in their 20s are completely sleeping on. And I know because I slept on them too, for years. Cost me time, money, and opportunities I'll never get back. So yeah, here's what I wish someone had just sat me down and told me. Number 1, learning how to be bored. I know that sounds ridiculous, but hear me out. We are the first generation that literally cannot sit with silence. Every single moment has a notification, a reel, a podcast, something like that. And what that's done is it's killed our ability to just think, like actually think. Some of my best ideas, my clearest decisions, the moments where I figured out what I actually wanted from life, they came from doing nothing. I remember sitting on a delayed train once, dead phone, nothing to do. And in that 40 minutes, I figured out something about my career I'd been overthinking for months, just from being bored. Yeah, boredom is literally where creativity lives. And honestly, nobody's protecting that space anymore. If you can get comfortable with stillness, you're operating on a level most people in their 20s can't even access. Number 2, knowing how to follow up. This one actually changed my life a bit. Most people send one message and then just wait. They pitch something, apply for something, reach out to someone, and then they disappear. And they just assume the silence means no. But honestly, most of the time, it just means busy, or forgot, or the timing was off. Once I emailed a podcast host twice, got ignored both times. But the third time, he replied and said yes. So I just kept showing up in their inbox, politely, consistently. And the amount of things that opened up because of that follow-up, more opportunities, more conversations, it was embarrassing how simple it was. Yet nobody talks about this as a skill, but it absolutely is. Number 3, finishing things. Sounds simple, it's not. I've started more projects than I can count. Most of them are sitting in folders on my laptop right now, half built, half written, and the one thing I've learned is that people who actually finish things are rare, genuinely rare, and that rarity is valuable because the world is full of ideas, but short on execution. If you become the person who starts something and sees it through to done, even if it's imperfect, even if it's messy, you stand out immediately. Number 4, writing clearly. Not creative writing, not essays, just the ability to send a message, an email, a proposal, and have the person on the other end immediately understand what you mean and want to say yes. I used to be terrible at this, long, rambling messages, and I'd wonder why people weren't responding. Then I started studying how the people I admired wrote short sentences, one clear point, respect for the reader's time. In the UK, US, or Australia, so much of professional life runs on written communication. Slack messages, emails, client briefs. The person who writes clearly gets taken more seriously. And that's just it. Write clearly. Everything else follows. Number 5, reading rooms, not in a manipulative way. Just being genuinely good at picking up on what people actually need in a conversation. I once talked myself out of a job offer in the interview because I couldn't read that the guy had already made up his mind, and I just kept pushing. This took me a long time to understand what actually happened there. Point is, social intelligence is a skill, and you're going to be in new environments constantly right now. New jobs, new cities, new people. That's actually the perfect place to practice it. The ones who rise fast aren't always the smartest. They're the ones who make people feel understood. And honestly, out of everything on this list, this is the one that changes how people see you the fastest. None of these skills are flashy. You're not going to get a certification for them, but stack 2 or 3 of these and your 20s look very different. I promise you that. Send this to one person in their 20s who needs to hear it. Just one, and I'll see you in the next one.